Welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to click subscribe if you want more weekly updates. What are the top nuclear explosions ever recorded? How does Beirut explosion compare to Hiroshima? In the study released in early October, they estimated the explosion's yield as the equivalent of 500 tons of TNT, although it could have been as much as 1.1 kilotons. The blast was equivalent to 1/20 th of the size of the atomic bomb used in Hiroshima in 1945. The new assessment by the Sheffield engineers, which is published in the journal Shockwaves, found that the size of the explosion was the equivalent of between 500–1100 tons of TNT, around 1/20 th of the size of the atomic bomb that was used on Hiroshima on August 6, 1945, and is one of the largest non-nuclear. October 31, 1952. The Atomic Energy Commission detonates the first thermonuclear device, codenamed Mike, at Inuiatak Atoll in the Pacific. The device explodes with a yield of 10.4 megatons, leaving behind a crater more than a mile wide. The test was carried out on November 1, 1952 at 7:15 local time, 1915 on October 31, Greenwich Mean Time. It produced a yield of 10.4 megatons of TNT, 44 pJ. However, 77% of the final yield came from fast fission of the uranium tamper, which produced large amounts of radioactive fallout. In total, 9,350 military and 2,300 civilian personnel were involved in the Mike shot. The operation involved the cooperation of the United States Army, Navy, Air Force, and intelligence services. The USS Curtis brought components from the United States to Elyadlab for assembly. Castle Bravo was the first in a series of high-yield thermonuclear weapon design tests conducted by the United States, at Bikini Atoll, Marshall Islands. Date, March 1, 1954, 69 years ago. What happened at the Castle Bravo test? 23 crew members of the Japanese fishing vessel Daigo Fukuryu Maru, Lucky Dragon No. 5, were also contaminated by the heavy fallout, experiencing acute radiation syndrome. The blast incited a strong international reaction over atmospheric thermonuclear testing. The largest explosion was set off 90 feet underwater, nicknamed Castle Bravo. The bomb blasted a crater 2 kilometers, more than 1.2 miles, wide in the coral reef and obliterated ocean life in the area. The test resulted in nuclear fallout that rained down on inhabitants of the atolls near the site of detonation, and servicemen working on Operation Castle. Critical fallout occurred in the Rongelap, Rongerik, Alanginia, and Uterik atolls in the Marshall Islands. How powerful was the Castle Bravo bomb? 15,000 kilotons. Castle Bravo, the first of the Castle operation series, accidentally became the most powerful nuclear bomb tested by the U.S. due to a design error. The explosive energy from the bomb reached 15,000 kilotons, 2.5 times what was expected. Mark 17 thermonuclear bomb. He-17 Malawian Quachas was the first operational USAF thermonuclear H-bomb. The EH refers to the hydrogen which was fused under intense heat conditions to produce unprecedented energy yields. The -17 Malawian Quachas was carried by B-30 SAXS, and was in service from 1954 until 1957. By today's standards, it was extremely large and heavy. It had a casing 3.5 inches thick, a length of 24 feet 10 inches, diameter of 5 feet 2 inches, and a loaded weight of 41,400 pounds. When the bomb was test-dropped, pilots said the bomber might soar upwards several hundred feet, having been lightened of such a load. The -17 Malawian Quachas had an explosive force and yield, in the megaton, 1 million tons of TNT, range. A 64-foot ribbon chute stabilized the -17 Malawian Quachas bomb when dropped and slowed its descent, giving the bomber greater time to escape the area of detonation. Note, a plastic cover has been added to protect the parachute while on display. What was the 1946 nuclear test underwater? The Baker test during Operation Crossroads, a series of 2 nuclear weapons tests conducted by the United States at Bikini Atoll. In Test Baker on July 25, 1946, the U.S. military tried a different approach, exploding a bomb 90 feet beneath the water surface of the lagoon. Operation Hardtack I. April 28, 1958 to August 18, 1958. Operation Hardtack I was a series of 35 nuclear tests conducted by the United States, from April 28 to August 18 in 1958 at the Pacific Proving Grounds. At the time of testing, the Operation Hardtack I test series included more nuclear detonations than the total of prior nuclear explosions. In the Pacific Ocean, the atomic bomb used at Hiroshima, Japan, on August 6, 1945, was Little Boy. The bomb was dropped by a Yuzov B-29 bomber, Enola Gay, piloted by U.S. Army Air Force Colonel Paul Tibbets, Jr. The bomb weighed 9,000 pounds and had a diameter of only 28 inches. Which explosion was bigger, Hiroshima or Nagasaki? The plutonium-type bomb detonated over Nagasaki actually had a greater explosive power than that used on Hiroshima. The reason for the greater number of casualties in the latter city is to be sought in large part in differences in the physical features of the two cities. What was the size of the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima? This gun-type uranium bomb, nicknamed Little Boy, weighed 9,700 pounds. The bomb was dropped on Hiroshima, Japan, August 6, 1945, at 8:15 a.m. A B-29 dropped the bomb from 31,000 feet. The bomb exploded about 1,500 feet above the city with a force of 15,000 tons of TNT.